Welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about the quadrants. The quadrants helps us to define the particular angle very well, any particular angle very well, and the ratios that is within the angle very well. Remember, we have all the angles sit on a circle. Remember, we have first quadrant here, the second quadrant here, the third quadrant, and the fourth quadrant. Because we move in an anti-clockwise along the circle. So now, and remember also that uh, sine is equal sine theta. That means the angle of the degree in which we move is the same thing as opposite over hypotenuse. While the cosine is equals to cosine theta is equals to um, adjacent over hypotenuse, and we have tangent tan theta to be opposite over adjacent. Now we are going to be showing you all these ratios and how it affects the different four quadrants we have. Remember, this is the quadrant. I mean, this is the same thing as a circle, and we have a radius. This is the y-axis. This is the x-axis. This is the first quadrant, and we have the same. This is the same thing as y, because if you put this line over here, you realize that they are both coming up, and this is the x. This is the plus side of x. This is the plus side of y. So if you are going to find, and let's assume this is 1. If you are going to find angle theta here, or if you want to define angle theta here, you realize that the sine theta is equals to y over 1, cos theta is equals to x over 1, and tan theta is equals to y over x. When you get to this other quadrant, the second quadrant here, and you do the same graph here, you realize that this is minus x, and this is still positive y. That means we have the angle like this. This is y, and this is x in this direction. So what we are going to be, how we are going to be defining it is going to be, since a is positive and this is 1, this is still 1, because it's moving in an anti-clockwise direction. We have sine theta to be y over 1. This is still y. This is x. And cos theta is going to be now minus x over 1, and tan theta is going to be y over x, and this will give you minus. Can you now see that this is minus tan theta, and this is minus cos theta, and this is sine theta. So now if you go to the next quadrant, which is being drawn like this, like this. This is still 1, and you have this as a minus y, because this is the y-axis in the minus side, and minus x. Okay, and remember we are still focusing on this particular third quadrant. So now when we have this as a third quadrant, you can now have to get the value for sine theta, it's going to be minus y over 1, which is going to give us minus sine theta, and we have cosine theta to be minus x over 1, which is going to be minus cos theta, and the tangent theta is going to be minus y over minus x. If you cancel this out, we're going to have a positive tan theta. Now, when we're looking at the fourth quadrant, remember the quadrant is like this. This is where the fourth quadrant is, and you put this down here. This is the positive y. This is the negative y. This is y axis. This is negative x. We are going to be, let's draw this particular triangle outside. So we have something like this. This is y-axis in the negative side, and this is x-axis in the positive side. Now, if you are going to be writing this particular ratio, and this is 1, we are going to have this. So we're going to be having this. Sine theta in the fourth quadrant is going to be minus y over 1, this goes to minus sine theta, and cos theta is going to be x over 1, which is going to be positive cos theta, and we also have tangent, which is going to be minus y over x. This is going to be minus tangent. We should also note that all these ratios and the angles can be written in a certain format. In the first quadrant, the degree are taken as they are. That means you have degree in this format, 45 degree, and the theta are positive. All the theta are positive, as we have seen in when we are finding the ratios. In the second quadrant, it has moved to this level. It comes in this direction. That means this is 180 degree minus theta. Why this is theta? Remember, on a straight line, you have 180 degree. So to get this value, you have 180 degree minus theta. So any degree given to you must be represented in this format. So we have and it is positive with sine theta. because it's the second quadrant. At this quadrant, we have 180 degree plus theta. This is 180 degree plus theta, and it's positive with tangent angle. At this fourth quadrant, we have 360 degree minus theta. 360 degree, if you have a full circle like this, you're going a 360 degree. So to get this angle out, let me rub this out. This is not supposed to be there. To get this angle out, you're going to have a 360 degree minus theta, and it's positive with cosine angle. With this in place, we can determine any particular angle we want to determine in the quadrant, in the 4 quadrants of trigonometry. Thank you.